Parents, this is for you, okay, if you have children, and this also goes for you as well, okay? I'm going to try to make this in 3 minutes here, but here's the do's and do nots of having your child, your young child, out in the heat, if you have them in sports especially, all right? Please listen to me, okay? I've been studying this for almost 9 years now, okay, 8 years, and I have greatly improved my son's health, my health, and every other parent who's listened to me. Their child is much better off for it, okay? So, here's what you're going to do. If you have a child in baseball, football, soccer, anything during the heat, summer months where they're out in that heat, okay? Especially football, because, guys, if you are not giving your child the proper hydration, and I do not mean Gatorade, I really hope none of you are allowing your child to drink prime energy drinks with acesulfame potassium, okay? Sucralose, Gatorade with red 40, which is responsible for most attention deficit disorders, okay? Your child is not naturally hyperactive. Your child's got a shitload of chemicals in them that are wreaking havoc on their central nervous system and their brain signals, okay? And their brain waves. They're bouncing off the walls in there because you're giving them shit. Brominated vegetable oils, bromine, a toxic halide that attaches to the thyroid gland and disrupts hormone production. It's an endocrine disruptor, along with a long list. Sucralose is another one in Gatorade. Stop giving your children flavored shit like this. You are consenting to poisoning your children. I'm sorry, but you are. Here's what you do instead if you don't want your child to pass out or ever get heat stroke on that field. Listen to me, and even if they're just out in general playing in the hot heat, give your child a 1/4 teaspoon to even a 1/2 teaspoon in a full glass of water, 16 ounces. You can drink 16 ounces. Give your child 12 ounces of Celtic salt, Redmond real salt, or if you can't find either of those, Himalayan pink salt is perfectly fine. Just make sure you ask the company for a certificate of analysis that shows you the ppms of heavy metals and contaminants. They all have microplastics in them, guys. I'm just here to tell you, okay? Most of them do, if not all. So, what you do is you do heavy metal detoxes every 3 months. And that's another reason your children have ADHD and attention deficit disorder, trouble focusing, is because every single, starts with a V, that we give our children, that we take in our lives, even your annual flu shot, has toxic metals that are attacking and inflaming the central nervous system in the body. Aluminum, mercury thimerosal, crossing the blood-brain barrier, causing extreme inflammation. Stop doing it. You're breaking down the myelin. You're breaking down the body. Just stop doing it. Listen, give them that salt, a full glass of water. You're going to give them magnesium malate, about 300 milligrams for a child. It's perfectly safe. I take 4,000 to about 4,500 milligrams of magnesium a day. Give them that magnesium chloride or magnesium malate, 300 milligrams, and potassium gluconate or potassium chloride, 300 milligrams. In doing this, your child will be far safer out there on that field or outside in general. They will greatly reduce their risk of heat stroke, parents, because, or you as well, because when this happens, when you just drink plain water, guys, again, please don't do Gatorade or Prime or anything like that, but when you just drink plain water, you are actually flushing the minerals that are present in your body and kidneys out. Okay, you're excreting, you're basically flushing everything through because you're not replacing it with any sodium chloride, any potassium, and magnesium, the 3 most important minerals that need to remain balanced in your body. Magnesium, and then the sodium potassium pump, okay, which is a membrane around the cell that needs to be balanced with sodium and potassium, okay? So, again, I take 4,000 milligrams of magnesium a day. I get about 35 to 4,000 milligrams of potassium a day, 3,500 to 4,000. And sodium chloride, I take about, look at this lantern fly, the bastard on my car. You son of a bitch, you're dead in a minute. Invasive species. So, sodium chloride as well. I take about 3 to 4 1/4 teaspoons of real unrefined salt daily, and I've been doing it for 8 years. You need salt in the body. This will also greatly help your child with many issues, especially the ADD or the hyperactivity, guys. I'm telling you, get rid of the red 40. In a part 2, we will go over all the things you can start taking away from your child's diet and replacing with, to help your child regain that focus, reboost and rebuild the neuroplasticity in the brain, and help rebuild the myelin, because that's what you're doing. Giving them these toxic chemicals, you are breaking down the myelin that coats the central nervous system. No different than this wire here. You see that rubber coating on that wire, guys? Random straw in my car. So that is the same concept. It's that rubber coating. Picture that. That is the myelin sheath around your central nervous system. If you don't get enough healthy cholesterol and healthy fats in your diet, guess what? You're going to break it down, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to start getting neuropathy later on in life. Neuropathy, diabetic nerve pain, okay? A long list of fibromyalgia, so many problems. And parasites as well are also a side effect of a lot of those issues. But you don't want to do that. So, hope you got something out of this. We'll do a part 2 soon. Love you.